the #1 illness of our century, and this is becoming worse, and it's actually devastating the planet. So that's why I want to talk to you about it, because this is really, really concerning. And it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. So remember, working on our ego, it's fundamental. I'm so excited to make this video. So let's get just started. So it's not really, let's say, bullshit information that I'm giving you, okay, that I just found on Google, but more like a kind of really deep analysis from an expert. I won't reveal his name, but if you want to know his name, I can really drop it down this video, and you can definitely read his book. He has really enabled me to open my eyes and to help me, okay, to release my own ego. So as I said previously, if you watch my previous video, I grew up in a family where I have been really, let's say, embalmed into love, but also my father, which was a really generous and really kind man, had a really big ego. So I grew up in this family, and I was wondering what was happening to me, okay? And it took me a very long time to figure it out what was wrong, okay? So I want to share with you my experience, and here are the 6 new signs. So first sign, you always be right, okay? You always want to be right. Every time you have a conversation with somebody, you need to win the conversation. If somebody doesn't agree with you, you will, let's say, start to get really aggressive. You will have some argumentation that usually don't really run really a good road, okay? That you just really convinced that your opinion is really the best one, and that nobody can really, let's say, conflict with it. Nobody can have another version of the story. So it's important to remember that, because you will notice, okay, after watching this video, if you watch this video until the end, because I will of course reveal the best sign at the end of this video, so stick to it if you really want to detox your ego. So you have a conversation with somebody that you don't know, okay? You run into a stranger and you have a conversation, and first it's like a kind of very friendly conversation. It sounds like it, okay? It sounds like a really, really kind conversation, like, you know, neutral. And then this person starts to express a deep, deep conviction about something. And most of the time, this person is going to be very, very loud. If you don't agree with them, they will be able to show you that this is the right way to go, and there is no other perspective. And usually this person, let's say, could be a manager, or could be running a company, or you would not really see that, okay, happening with somebody, let's say, very in needs, okay? I mean, of course, you can see that in every human being. But what I mean is that somebody that always wants to be right, it's really somebody that will show some power, okay? So most of the time, people that always want to be right, it's people that have loads of power. Okay, the second sign, they always want more. So it's never good enough for them. They always need to get some new supply of things, okay? And I give you an example, okay? I give you an example of somebody, for example, going to a store, And there is there is millions of things to buy in the store, okay? Different colors, different sizes, different style. Okay, so you get the formal side, okay, with like some really fluffy and sophisticated clothes, and then you get the informal side, where you get like some kind of very sporty and very relaxed and laid back clothes, okay? And you get the shoe size, so with some million colors, silver, orange, you get different shape, different heels, okay? And then no, this person is not satisfied because she wants something more. So when you have a big ego, usually it's because you're not satisfied with what you have right now, but you need something more, something better than others, something that nobody has. Okay, could be a golden or very silver color that nobody dare to wear. So that could really be a big sign. And usually this person will never buy anything, or if he buys, or she, okay, because it could be a woman or it could be a man, they will always return it for something else, okay? So it will never be good enough, or they will be asking the shop assistant for something else that they don't have in the store, something that is unable to reach, or something that doesn't even exist in the store. You get me? Okay. Third sign, when they play a game, they must always win. So, do you know what I mean by a bad loser? Okay? It's somebody you play a game with and they want to be the best all the time. They're competing with you from the start. Every point is very important. And then if they lose, that is the end of the world for them, because they were hoping to win. Okay, they were actually convinced that they were going to win the battle. Okay? Okay, the fourth sign. Okay, so if you're dropping into my channel right now and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, or the heck I'm talking about, sorry, I'm talking about ego. Okay, so do you have a big ego? So let me break it down for you. Okay, so the fourth sign will be they need constant recognition. They need to have some affection from people around them. They always need to get validation from others as well. They need to feel like they are understood, and they feel like most of the time, okay, I give you an example, it's because they have something they haven't been proud of. Okay, something they've done in the past and they're not proud of it at all. Or they made a big mistake when they were young. They got told by their teacher that they were not good enough. They have been told by their family that they were not smart enough, and they always need to show people around them that they know more than others, okay? That they are the experts, they are the analysts, they know everything, they can demonstrate you that 4 plus 4 it's equal 9 and that not 8, okay? So they will be, once again, they will want to be in power of everything they do, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and the fifth sign is that they don't listen to you when you start a conversation with them. They are so obsessed with what they think and keeping the appearances high and keeping their opinion, which is very high as well. Okay, very high self-esteem. Never be wrong, okay? They can never admit that they are wrong. They will never be able to tell you, I'm sorry, I was wrong, okay? That's really something that they wouldn't be able to do. Okay, and the sixth sign, which is actually a snowball effect from the fifth sign. It's somebody that is completely unable, okay? Unable means not capable, okay? I'm just gonna write it down for you, okay? So unable means, and can you see? Yeah. And I hope it's not upside down. Otherwise, you can text me, okay, and we can talk about it. We can have a conversation about our ego and how to detox it the best way. So this is empathy, okay? Complete lack of empathy, all right? So not to actually confuse it, or I would say lack of empathy is equal ego. So I'm not sure you can see it because it's on the other side, but if you want, I can text you, okay? So here it says lack of empathy equal ego. So I need to work on my board, okay? But tell me if you are able to read. I would love to hear from you actually, and I would love to hear from what you think about the ego, okay? This is the #1 illness of our century, and this is becoming worse, and it's actually devastating the planet. So that's why I want to talk to you about it, because this is really, really concerning. And it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. So remember, working on our ego, it's fundamental. And most of the time, people that have a big ego, they are unable to say, I'm sorry, I was wrong, I'm sorry, how can I make it? How can I make it out? How can I make it up? How can I fix it for you? Tell me what to do. Tell me how I can do better. This is something very hard. And then it is very concerning because a large majority of people on this planet are unable to have this kind of detox, okay? So I want to invite you for a detox, ego detox, to my classes. Okay, you can drop me a comment below this video, smash the like button if you think that was useful. I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you have to say about this. I want you to tell me how you have managed to clean your ego. If you think that was actually helpful, if you think that you have completely killed it, okay, we can talk about this in the next video. Until then, I wish you a very good evening and I hope to see you soon. Namaste.